Hey there, this is Adam White, founder of Adam White Speaks and author of A Leader Others Will Follow. And I'm excited today. We're going to have another great session. In this session, we're going to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart. We're going to talk about 5 ways to master rejection. You know, it doesn't matter whether we're talking about relationships, whether we are a business owner and we're trying to solicit for new business and new customers. Doesn't matter whether we are involved in corporate America and we're trying to work our way up the corporate ladder. At some point in our lives, we're all going to face this one word, and it's called rejection. We're going to be rejected. Our ideas will be rejected. People won't accept our thoughts, and they won't accept our dreams or even our talent and abilities. And this word is powerful because what it does, it stops a lot of people in their tracks. It stops people from making progress or willing to try or willing to dream or willing to do something great in life because they're afraid of being rejected. So today, this video, I wanted to serve you well because we're going to talk about 5 ways to master rejection. Let's get started. Number 1 is let the word no empower you. That's powerful. Let me say it again. Let the word no. When people tell you no, let it empower you. And in order for it to empower, you have to have your psychology set up right. You got to have your mentality focused on positive results. And you can't let the no be something that will stop you. When people say no, and when they say, no, I don't want your service, or no, I don't want to go out to lunch with you. No, I don't want to have a cup of coffee. No, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. We have to learn how to let that empower us. And how do we let it empower us? We have to start right. We have to start with the right psychology. We have to understand that what's within us, our value and our purpose and everything that's about us has value and it has meaning. And we can't let that one no or from many no's to stop us from achieving our goal and our purpose. You know, as a speaker in this business and as a training consultant and advisor, often I am looking for new business. I'm looking to talk to new clients and every word is not yes. And often it will be a no. And what's surprising is people see your yeses. They see when you have success. They see when things are going right. But then they don't see all of the no's that you had to get to in order to get to that one yes. But let me tell you something. No will build your character. It will develop you. So I want you to allow the word no to empower you, not to make you feel weak or to make you shrink back, not to run away from the challenge or to say, I'm not going to give it my best shot simply because someone had said no. No is an opportunity for you to re-empower yourself. It's an opportunity to dig deeper and try a little bit harder. So the first lesson in 5 ways to master rejection is to learn how to allow no to empower you. Let it strengthen you and understand that when someone is saying no, it's just an opportunity for you to get stronger, to improve yourself, to get better in some way so that your no's can be turned into yeses. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is we have to take action. Action is what will keep us moving forward. And here's what I like to say. Love to say it in the way that Tony Robbins has said it. And he said, you must be able to turn your should into I must. It's not that I should make the phone call. I must make the phone call. You know, the phone call that you're afraid to make for that new customer, for that new business, for that new relationship, the phone call you are afraid to make is the call that you must make. The email that you're afraid to send is the email that you must send. That conversation that's been holding back, that you haven't been able to say, you must be able to, that very conversation that you are afraid to have, you must have that conversation. So in order to be able to deal with rejection, you have to be able to go ahead and turn I should into I must. It's not I should do this. I must. You have to be able to burn the boats. Don't leave yourself any other options. Look, I have to get this done. It is not I should get this done. I must. I can, I will, and I must. You see the difference in attitude? You see the difference? It builds your energy and your momentum when you say, it's not I should do this. You know, your shoulds will stay on the shelf. Your shoulds will never allow you to accomplish the goals that you set for yourself because you're always saying what I should do. No, it's not what you should do. I must do this. There is no other way. I'm not leaving myself any other options. It has to get done. So number 2, the second way to improve and find a way to master rejection when it comes in your path and comes in your life is to learn how to turn what I should do into what I must do. And you have to take massive action. Don't think about the plan. Don't think about the steps. Start taking action. And it's okay to fail. It's okay if the action is the wrong action. You still have to keep moving forward. You have to be able to turn your should into your must. Here's number 3. We have to be able to confront fear. You can't be afraid of your fears. You know, fear stops so many of us in our tracks. It stops us from making progress. It stops us from doing the things that we need to do. And so as soon as, you know, in fact, even before we get to the rejection, it's the fear that will drive us to say, I'm not going to try because I don't want to be rejected. I'm not going to put forth the effort because I don't want to be rejected. I want to be accepted in everything that I do. I want my work and I want my talent. I want my voice to have value. I want to be accepted. But in order for you to master being rejected, you have to confront that fear. You have to approach towards fear. You can't shrink back. You have to approach. You can't avoid a situation. You can't avoid the opportunity to make a decision and do something different. So number 3 is you have to be able to confront your fears. It is the only way that you will master rejection. Don't run from fear. Don't run from the rejection. Because within each rejection is an opportunity to learn something new. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to achieve something that you have never achieved before. So number 3 is you have to be able to confront your fear. You know, fear is just a mental construct. It is something that we construct and create in our mind. If I ask you to bring fear, if you were sitting here with me and I said, hey, bring fear and place it right here in my hand, you couldn't do it. You know why? Fear does not exist. It's not a real thing. It is something that we just conjure up in our mind. And a lot of it is stuff that will never actually happen. So you can't be afraid of your fears. You got to approach towards fear. And that is how you master rejection. Let me give you number 4. Number 4 is rejection is not about you. It's about them. You know, oftentimes we run into rejection. We hear that no. And oftentimes we take it personal. We say that they don't like me, or I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, and so that's why I was rejected. No, oftentimes it is that person. Sometimes people are intimidated. They're intimidated by your success. They're intimidated that you are making this move. And so when they see that you're trying to do something, they will reject it. You know, it's in our nature. We by nature, the fight and flight. We're either going to fight or we're going to run away from something. So what happens is when we try to introduce something to someone, their default action is to reject. You know, when I step into some audiences, I speak around the country. Not every audience is open at first. They're closed up and they want to maybe reject what I say or reject. But by the time we're done, by the time the floodgates of wisdom have opened, they are receptive and they say, I'm so glad I listened to what you had to say. You have impacted my life. You made a difference. So I want to challenge you today. In order to master rejection is you have to try on this concept and understand that rejection is not about you. Don't take rejection personal. When someone doesn't like you or they say no, look, keep it moving. Pass on to the next customer. Pass on to the next relationship. Don't settle for leftovers. Don't think because I'm being rejected, I'm just going to keep going back to the same person and dealing with the same hurt and disappointment. No, there is millions and millions of people on this planet. You don't have to accept rejection. You are valuable and you are important. So if someone is rejecting you, you can move on and find that new love, find that new relationship, find that new job opportunity, find that new business opportunity. Don't stop and don't let rejection stop you in your tracks. So number 4 is you have to know and embrace this concept. Rejection is not about you. Rejection is about them. Here's number 5. You have to know that repetition is what overcomes rejection. Let me say that again. Repetition is what overcomes rejection. You know, when you are trying to do something and someone rejects you, then that is what most people will say, I quit. I'm not going to try anymore. But if you just keep doing the same thing, if you keep going after your dream, if you keep pressing forward, if you keep going past the no's, you keep repeating the same process, you keep sending out your email template, you keep speaking the same words, you keep a positive attitude, you keep creating affirmations, and you keep working on yourself and working on development, what happens is you are creating repetition, and that repetition, that consistency is what will produce results. It will give you the ability to overcome rejection. So number 5 is repetition. Don't stop doing what you do every day. What are your rituals? What are your daily habits? What is it that you have set yourself up to do every single day that doesn't allow you to quit? So number 5, if you want to master rejection, work on repetition. Be repetitive and be consistent and make sure that you're doing the same thing every day. And soon you can turn those no's into yeses. You can turn rejection and opportunity as an opportunity to learn, as an opportunity to grow and do great things. So I want to inspire you today with these 5 principles. Again, 5 ways to master rejection. Number 1, let no empower you. No is not meant to discourage you. No is to empower you to try harder, to do more, to give your best until you've turned that no into a yes. Number 2 is you have to take action. Turn what I should do into what I must do. Number 3, you have to be able to confront fear. Don't let the fear stop you, because fear will stop you from even getting to the rejection. And then when you reject it, you'll shrink back even more. And you'll say, you know what, I'm not going to try, because I was rejected. Don't allow rejection to stop you from your destiny. Number 4 is you have to be able to know that rejection is not about you. Don't take it personal. You have to keep your psychology right, keep your focus right. It is not about you. It is about them. They could have many different reasons why they reject your idea or your concept or your dream. It doesn't matter. Keep going, because that's what's going to produce the result when you're able to overcome rejection. No, it's not about you, it's about them. And finally, number 5, repetition overcomes rejection. When you are consistent, when you keep doing the same thing every single day, I promise you, you will produce results. Repetition overcomes rejection. This is Adam White. I'm so happy to talk to you today. If you enjoyed this type of teaching and you're not already a part of my influential leadership blog, I want you to jump over to Adam White Speaks and join my blog to get great teachings like this delivered right to your email box. And we're so excited to be able to talk to you and inspire you every single week. So this is Adam White. I enjoy talking to you. I'm out here outside enjoying some beautiful Michigan weather, and I thought I'd talk to you outside today where it's so nice, it's cooling down, and so it feels wonderful. So again, this is Adam White. 5 ways to overcome rejection. Apply these principles to your life and watch. You will achieve great results. This is Adam White. Take care.